You're a superhero critic, and I say super as long as you stay awesome. In 2004, Disney and Pixar combined forces to create one of the best movies of all time. That movie grossed over $70 million within its first weekend. I am, of course, talking about the one and only movie, The Incredibles. One of the best written and best story told superhero animated movies that exist. So, since there's no more explanation really needed, let's take a dive into this masterpiece that is The Incredibles. The movie starts with all of the main characters in sort of a mock interview about being heroes before the movie's logo shows. We then jump straight into Mr. Incredible intercepting a pursuit where he ends up saving a cat from a tree, stopping the heist at the same time, and he gets back into his car. We meet.
My name is Incrediboy.
Look, I've been nice, I've stood for photos, signed every scrap of paper you pushed at me, but this
No, you don't have to worry about training me. I know all your moves, your crime-fighting style, favorite catchphrases, everything. I'm your #1 fan.
Good God, that kid is creepy.
We then meet Elasti-Girl, who flirts with Mr. Incredible after stopping a purse snatcher after they clean up a suicidal person jumps off of a roof. Mr. Incredible then comes face to face with Bon Voyage, who's robbing the bank that they landed in. Buddy shows up again, and Voyage uses Buddy's interference as a way to escape, forcing Mr. Incredible to save the kid from a bomb that attached to his cape. The bomb explodes, and the train tracks make him have to save the train.
Wow, what a bang-up way to start the night. Really? Crickets?
Mr. Incredible finally gets to where he had started to go to in the beginning of the movie, which was his very own wedding, to Elasti-Girl, only for him to utter the words that no one should ever say in a movie, and we get a newsreel.
Come on, we're superheroes. What could happen?
In a stunning turn of events, a superhero is being sued for saving someone who apparently didn't want to be saved. The plaintiff, Oliver Sansweet, who was foiled in his attempted suicide by Mr. Incredible, has filed suit against the famed superhero in Superior Court.
Mr. Sansweet didn't ask to be saved. Mr. Sansweet didn't want to be saved. And the injury received from Mr. Incredible's actions, so-called, causes him daily pain.
Hey, I saved your life!
You didn't save my life, you ruined my death. That's what you did.
Listen,
My client.
You know what happens when you ask what could happen? You get sued by assholes looking for money and get forced into hiding by the government. Good job.
Now we jump to 15 years later, where we see Bob Parr has become an insurance salesman whose boss, played by Wallace Shawn, thinks he's too nice and lenient to his clients. We jump to Helen Parr, who is at her son Dashiell's school, where he's being accused of putting tax on his teacher's seat. Mother and son argue over Dash using his powers, and we're off to Violet, who is hiding from the guy she likes.
Ooh, I get it. We take the shy 16-year-old girl, we make her invisible because every girl feels invisible. We take the 10-year-old kid and make him a hyperactive kid because every 10-year-old is hyperactive. Yay, stereotypes.
After dinner, while the kids are being superpowered kids, Bob reads the paper to find out a former superhero is currently missing. Bob's best friend Lucius, voiced by Samuel L. Jackson, stops by and they leave. The two guys argue over sneaking around at night in order to keep their glory days going, as they sneak around doing heroic things. They eventually go to save a bunch of people from a burning building before it collapses, only to land in a jewelry store, setting off alarms.
Freeze!
I'm thirsty.
I said freeze!
I'm just getting a drink.
All right, had your drink. Now, I want
I
you
know,
to...
I know. Freeze.
Police officers!
One question that bugs me since the beginning of this movie: if they ban superheroes, what is to stop a super villain from taking over the city? They could easily just rob that store just like Frozone did, except for he would actually rob it and not just walk away.
When Bob gets home, Helen and him get into an argument about Bob doing heroic acts, and the tensions get high before the kids show themselves and it becomes a family discussion. The next day, Bob gets into another argument with his boss, and he sees a guy getting mugged out the window. He lets his boss know how he feels about the situation.
I wish I could have done that to some of my bosses.
While cleaning out a suitcase, Bob finds an envelope that has a tablet sealed in it where the woman named Mirage tells Bob of an island where a mechanical robot is being stored and she needs his help to destroy it. Bob lies to Helen about his job, and he gets more information on the robot once he meets Mirage. On the island, Mr. Incredible quickly finds the robot. The scene is suspenseful as our hero fights for his life all across the island. The fight eventually leads into the inside of a volcano, where our hero outsmarts the machine.
What happened to not destroying the machine, Mr. Incredible?
During a dinner with Mirage, we see the mysterious figure in hiding that is clearly her boss, and after a montage of happy-go-lucky scenes, Bob goes to see Edna Mode, who is a superhero suit designer who has a thing against capes.
Remember Thunderhead? Tall, storm powers. Nice man, good with kids.
Listen.
November 15th of 58. All was well, another day saved, when his cape snagged on a missile fin.
Thunderhead was not the brightest bulb.
Stratogale, April 23rd, 57. Cape caught in a jet turbine.
You can't generalize about this.
Metaman, express elevator. Diner guy, snag on takeoff. Splashdown, sucked into a vortex. No capes.
Well, fuck!
Bob gets another call, and Helen starts getting suspicious about what's really going on. When he gets on the island for his next assignment, Mr. Incredible gets ambushed by a second robot, and we meet the villain of the movie, who of course turns out to be Buddy from the past, now calling himself Syndrome. We find out that he has been inventing weapons for other countries, and while showing off, Syndrome makes a simple mistake.
Who's super now? I'm Syndrome, your nemesis Brilliant.
Syndrome traps Mr. Incredible in a cave where he finds Gazer Beam's body and finds a hidden message of Kronos. Incredible tricks the scanning bot into thinking he's dead, and we jump to Helen, who learns through Edna about Rob's heroics due to her showing Helen all the designed suits with each family member in mind. Mr. Incredible sneaks into Syndrome's main base on the island as he hacks into the computer to learn what Kronos was, which is essentially using the robot to murder superheroes and take over the city. He is captured once again as Helen activates his suit's beacon. Helen gets a favor from a friend in order to get a plane so she can find Bob. The kids, of course, sneak on. Syndrome decides to send a welcoming gift to Helen, saving the kids in time before death.
Brace yourselves!
The family make it onto the island, and while Helen tries to calm the kids down, we get a heart-to-heart between mother and daughter.
You have more power than you realize. Don't think. And don't worry. If the time comes, you'll know what to do. It's in your blood.
It's just so sad.
Elasti-Girl sneaks onto the base 007 style until she gets caught in between a couple of doors, eventually knocking out all the guys. Dash leaves the cave in order to explore the island and finds where they was a rocket engine export area, forcing them out of the cave. Mirage breaks Mr. Incredible out of his containment unit, and husband and wife meet up again as they learn the kids are in danger. The kids handle themselves well as Dash leads a chase around the island, and the kids learn more about their powers. The kids literally run into their parents, and the family is one again.
You're alright.
Oh, you're all right.
We're so worried
I'll
about
never
you.
see you again.
Syndrome stops all the fun and has a laugh at the family of supers as he imprisons all of them, revealing that his plan was to stop his own invention in order to be the only super to exist. While the robot destroys the city, Violet uses her powers to break everybody out of the containment, and they find a rocket in the hangar bay. Frozone sees the robot and decides it's time to jump into action.
I need it!
Don't you think about running off and doing no daring do? We've been planning this dinner for 2 months.
The public is in danger!
My evening's in danger.
You tell me what my suit is, woman! We are talking about the greater good!
Greater good? I am your wife. I'm the greatest good you are ever gonna get.
I am sick and tired of all these motherfucking women taking my motherfucking super suit. I'ma punch a motherfucker with another motherfucker.
Syndrome's plan works out at first, but the robot begins to adapt like it should. The Incredibles finally make it to the city while arguing in the stolen van like a usual family. Mr. Incredible tries to do things on his own, and we get another touching moment.
Strong enough, and this will make you stronger?
Yes. No.
That's what this is? Some sort of workout?
I can't lose you again. I can't. Not again. I'm not strong enough.
God damn it, Disney! All summer you have done nothing but pull the heartstrings. Stop it.
The big battle starts as all the heroes, Frozone included, start a citywide destruction as they work together to take down the robot. As everyone chases around the remote that controls it, Mr. Incredible figures out how to take down the robot.
Everybody down!
As the Incredibles head out of the city, Elasti-Girl checks on Jack-Jack only to find out Syndrome has taken the baby, only to find out that Jack-Jack actually has powers and slightly helps save the day as Syndrome is finally killed by the one thing Edna warned everybody about.
You. Everything is all right.
Maybe I should get rid of the cape. Nah.
We end with 3 months later, seeing a happy family enjoying Dash's track meet. Violet gets the guy that she liked, and as they're celebrating on Dash's win, it is interrupted by a possible sequel.
On peace and happiness! Soon all will tremble before me!
So there you have it, one of the best movies Disney and Pixar ever made together. Now my question is this. Whatever happened to the babysitter to make her disappear? That would do it. However, those display of power is...
That was totally wicked!
I'm your superhero critic. I stay super as long as you stay awesome.